Each time you want to approximate to a particular decimal place or a particular significant figure, you must be able to apply two principles of approximation, which is rounding up and rounding down. In this video, we will explain these two principles and try to apply them while solving examples involving approximations to a particular significant figure or a particular decimal place. So what do we mean by rounding up? You actually round up when the number you're rounding is followed by 5 or a number greater than 5. And for this one, you actually have to add 1 to the number you're rounding to. So if you have the number 36.46, you actually round up to 3 significant figure or 1 decimal place by adding 1 to 4, since the number after 4 is greater than 5. And then you get your approximated value as 36.50 or 36.5. But what if the number after 4 is less than 5? Well, that brings us to rounding down. You actually round down when the number next to the number you're rounding to is less than 5. And for this particular one, you add nothing to the number you're rounding. So let's look at that same example again. This time we'll have 36.43. If you want to approximate this to 3 significant figure, you look at the number after the third significant figure, which is 3, and that number is actually less than 5. So for this example and approximation, you have to round down, meaning you add nothing to 4, so that the approximated value becomes 36.4. Let us look at real examples. Supposing you're asked to approximate 24.6 to 2 significant figures, what do you do here? Do you round up or do you round down? The number we are rounding to is actually 4. So since the number after 4 is greater than 5, we have to round up. And then we get our approximated value as 25. Now what about this one? Approximate 3.5525 to 3 decimal places. Now 2 here occupies the position of the third decimal place. Looking at the number after 2, which is 5, tells us that we have to round up, so that our approximated value becomes 3.553. Now let's look at the final one. If you're asked to approximate 4.523 to 3 significant figures, what do we do? Do you round up or do you round down? Well, looking at this question, the third significant digit is actually 2. And 2 is a number we actually rounding to, so the next number after 2, if you look at it, is actually less than 5. So for this question, we have to round down since the number after 2 is less than 5, and we get our approximated value as 4.52. So it's just that simple. Just remember that for rounding up, you actually add 1 to the number you're rounding to. When you round down, you add nothing. For rounding up, the number next to the number you want to approximate to must be 5 or greater than 5. And for rounding down, the number next to the number you want to approximate to must be less than 5. So that is all for this video. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section below, and try to show your support for this channel by subscribing and giving us a thumbs up at the end of the video. Thank you very much.